Okay, let's do this. Hello, my favorite people. It's Saturday. You guys know what that means. We are doing my completely honest opinions video. Saturdays I work, which means I can't really sit down and do a reaction or edit. So yeah, I just want to get content out to you guys, and y'all seem to really like the series that I've been doing lately, and I'm able to do it on the weekends, so it's a win-win situation. All that being said, today's my honest opinions video is going to be on Mamamoo, all 4 members. This is my honest opinion on all 4 members of Mamamoo. I know that was a little redundant, but you know, whatever. Just work with me here. I'm a little stressed out. So yeah, in these videos, as we all know, I just say my honest opinions about the vocals. I feel like each member's position in the group, how the members work together, and what I think each member's best attribute to the group and contribution is overall. So yeah, let's start off with Solar. I feel like for Solar to be made the leader at such a young age, she did the best job that she could do. You know, I'm not going to say that she was perfect, but considering she was the youngest in her family and then all of a sudden had to play this role of being a leader, I feel like she adapted in a good way. She really did the best she could do. The only downside I feel like with her as leader in the beginning was how she treated Hwasa, because if Hwasa wasn't as strong-willed as she is, if Hwasa had a different personality than the one she does, she could have easily left the group, and as we know, Wheein would have followed. So that would mean literally the downfall of Mamamoo. Has Solar ever explained why she was harder on Hwasa than the other members? Was there maybe a conflict there? I'm not really sure, but let's just be happy that the girls have the personalities that they do and that they mesh so well together. Now I want to talk about Solar's stage presence and her vocals. If there is a powerhouse in Mamamoo, if it's not all 4 of them, then it is definitely Solar. The way she can express herself, the emotions whenever she sings, it's not just about how you sound when you're performing, it's how you are able to present a story through your performance. And I feel like through her facial expressions and her mannerisms when singing and her like movements on stage, she's always able to captivate whatever mood she's singing about and showing it to the audience, which really just makes for a better performance. I love her personality. I love her sense of humor. I love how she doesn't take anything too seriously, but then again, how can you within Mamamoo? They're literal crackheads, and everything, I was gonna say everything is a joke to them, but then again, they know when to be serious. They know when to reel it in and really try to do their best in whatever they're trying to do. So I love how she can be a leader and be stern whenever she needs to, but at the same time switch up and like mold into the dynamic of the group. Is this lighting okay? I feel like it's coming in from one side. Maybe if that's better. Okay, going on to the second member. Let's talk about my one and only Moonbyul, which by the way, I got my Dark Side of the Moon album. It came in yesterday in the mail, so probably Monday, I'll do an unboxing of Dark Side of the Moon, and I will explain more about the giveaway that I'm doing. But yeah, I can't wait to see that photo book. 50 pictures of Moonbyul. Holy crap. Okay, Moonbyul. I don't say this enough, and she doesn't get enough credit for being able to change from being a vocalist to being decided to be the main rapper in a group that is mainly about vocals. I can't imagine how that hurt her self-esteem. Like, you've been training to do this one thing, and then all of a sudden they say you're not good enough. Basically, you have to go and do a whole 180 and change your entire being when it comes to music. I feel like being able, and now, okay, let me backtrack. Now we're able to see her duality between being a vocalist and a rapper, but back in the day, whenever she was first debuting, how do you even approach that? Like, how do you even say, okay, because it's not just something you can, being a rapper or a lyricist is not something that you can just study. I feel like you either have it or you don't. And somehow RBW knew that Moonbyul had it. Now, I don't know if them making her the rapper of the group was because they saw something in her, or if they actually just felt like they had too many vocalists and they needed a rapper, so they chose Moonbyul as the rapper. But thank God that they did, because if they hadn't, who knows if Mamamoo again would exist? Who knows where Moonbyul would be? Maybe she'd still be doing those cheesy sitcoms where her calm down that she always talks about. It's just so many different obstacles that the girls faced in the beginning that have brought us to where we are now that we have to be thankful for. Because if those things didn't happen, we would not have Mamamoo. Yeah, I love Moonbyul's ability to be herself and not conform to the society of South Korea. I love that she expresses herself how she wants to. She dresses how she wants to. She is a great role model for loving yourself and being true to who you are. Because I'm sure she gets attacked all the time by K-nets for her lifestyle or appearance or whatever. But yet she has never once, since debut, and it's been, 6 years now? She's never once changed who she is or tried to... Well, then again, she would be on stage in, like, those heels and, like, doing hip-hop and booty pop dances. But more often than not, she's always the Moonbyul that we know. So I feel like I have to praise her for being able to, in an industry that relies so much on appearance and showmanship, she's been able to stick to who she really is. Did I even talk about her lyricism and, like, rapping skills? She's amazing. She's a great rapper. I feel like she gives female rap artists within the world of K-pop, like, a platform. Because if I'm being honest, and it's not even just with K-pop, whenever you think rap, you think of men. Or at least I do anyway, which is, I guess, telling on my part. But whenever you think of rap, you think of men. So for all these different women now within the world of K-pop, within US rap, to be coming forward and, like, kind of making a name for themselves, it's so admirable. Because you have so many different groups debuting every day. And some of them don't get recognized. Some of them will never, like, touch the charts. Some of them will never get a #1 all kill or anything like that. So success to me isn't just about how you feel you're doing, but I also think success is a really big part of success is being able to, like, have a rundown of all the accolades and accomplishments and, you know, awards that you've won over the time, because that's basically the entire audience that you have acknowledging that what you're doing is superb. So there. I spent like 5 minutes just now talking about Moonbyul. I could go on if y'all want, but I'm sure you want me to talk about Wheein and Hwasa. So next up, let's do Wheein. To me, Wheein is the best vocalist out of the group. Because I say that because she can literally do it all. Yes, Solar's a powerhouse, but so is Wheein. Hwasa can hit high notes, but so can Wheein. I say Wheein is the best vocalist out of the group because she can do everything. You know, I feel like Hwasa has the raspiness and all that stuff, but, and not to take away from her or anything, but I just feel like Wheein, you ask her to do anything, she's able to do it. Literally, her voice and her techniques and abilities exceed anything that training under RBW could have done for her. I feel like she was just born with it. So even if she didn't debut with RBW, I feel like even Wheein could have been a soloist if she wasn't in Mamamoo, because she's that good. I mean, she can write her own albums. She has her own aesthetic. She has her own, like, theme. It's like artsy and retro. So I feel like taking all those different aspects of herself, she could literally create her own brand. And inevitably, I feel like the public would love her because it's hot. I'm starting to sweat. But yeah, Wheein would be able to do anything and everything she wanted to, because not only is she talented, but she's smart and she knows herself. So yeah. Last up, let's talk about Hwasa. Anhejin. Whenever I think of Hwasa, the first thing that comes to my mind is thankful. I'm thankful to her for being a role model for all the girls and even men in South Korea who feel like they don't really fit into the beauty standards that are there. I thank her for basically changing the standard and creating her own her own image of herself and how we should look at each other. She, coming into the industry, she changed it so much. Socially, she went from being someone they ridiculed to now topping the charts, being on so many different covers, being like the hottest idol out, or whatever those rankings that they do it are. She's in the top 10 of like social status rankings every month. And this is the same girl who people were saying was too fat, too this, too that. Everything negative you could think of, they said about Hwasa. They said she would never debut. They said she would never be a singer. They said she wasn't good enough. And now look her. Honestly, the success of Mamamoo is just like, the best way to shut down a hater is to be successful. Period. So Hwasa, the best thing that she could have ever done is believe in herself. And that's why she's here today. I love how her voice is so different than the other members. Like, each member, honestly, though, has their own style of singing. Even Moonbyul, Hwasa, Wheein, Solar, none of them sound the same. With Little Mix, sometimes I have trouble distinguishing between the members, but with Mamamoo, each of their voices are so distinct that you can never miss whose part is whose. Hwasa has like this way about her where it's like sexy and raspy, and like she was able to brand the way she sings into like her own persona. So now it's not fat Hwasa, it's sexy Hwasa, and that, my friends, is marketable. That wraps it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. That's my honest opinion. If you want me to dive deeper into more opinions about this group, about other groups, comment them down below. Which groups do you want to see me talk about, give my honest opinions about? I was thinking of changing up, instead of just talking about members and groups, I was going to do like my honest opinion on this album, my honest opinion about this performance, you know, just different topics, or my honest opinion about your favorite stores, my honest opinion about your favorite restaurants, anything, because you guys know the best thing you can do for YouTube is get out content. So that's what I want to do. I'm trying to daily upload on this channel and my vlog channel, which I will link down below, because I've been pushing that one a lot. I've uploaded 4 videos already, back to back to back. I uploaded 2 already this morning, actually. So after you're done watching this one, if you want to go watch those, you can. Okay, I'm gonna rest now for the rest of my break. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you. Subscribe if you're new here. Don't forget to like the video. Let's get 300 likes, and comment your favorite thing about Mamamoo and your bias within Mamamoo. Yeah. See you on the next one. Bye.